Hello guys, welcome back to PatronesMujer. I'll be sharing with you a tutorial on how to make the model you see in the picture. We take pen and paper to write down the materials. We find the pattern descriptions in the magazine Children's Pattern number 14. Once we have the pattern tracing from the magazine, we'll cut all on the sides that we'll make. These are finished patterns, which means they have 1 cm seam, hems, and come with notches and grain lines. First, look at the pattern line and place all the pattern according to the line and how to use the fabric. In this case, on the main fabric, we are going to cut parallel to the selvage of the fabric. Grab your pattern piece and prepare to cut them out. We place the center back on the fold edge. We cut one piece. Next to it, we place the front and we cut 2 pieces in mirror. Insert the pins around the pattern and cut them pattern pieces out. We place the collar on fold edge. We cut one piece. Insert the pins around the pattern and cut them the pattern pieces out. We place again on the fold edge and we cut one piece. In total we have 2 pieces. This is the sleeve. We place the pattern and we cut 2 pieces, pinning and cut the pattern pieces out. This is the cuff piece, pin around the pattern and cut 2 pieces. This is the collar ruffle. Insert the pins around it and cut 2 pieces on fold edge. We cut the piece again and we have 2 pieces. This is the bias. We cut 45-degree angle from the grain line and we are going to use this piece for finish the neckline. We pin around and we cut one piece. Before taking off the fabrics, please look at the key pattern markings, the lines you find in the pattern, the notches, the center back, and snip them. Now we are going to cut the foldable fabric. This is the cuff piece. Pin around the pattern and cut 2 pieces. Before starting on the machine, we have to fuse the pieces which have foldable fabric. In this case, are the center front and the cuffs. This is the bias tape and we press with the iron in half. This is the bias tape for finish the neckline. We press with the iron in half. These are the cuff. We fuse them. We press with the iron in half and also we fold the centimeter inside. Okay, now before starting with the machine, I'm going to explain how to assemble the collar ruffle. We are going to face the rights and sew them by the sides. Then we fold in half and press with the iron and go on with a stitch to all along with the pieces for getting together. Face the rights and sew them for one side. And then we press with the iron and we pass a stitch to all along with the piece on top. Next to it, we are going to make another stitch that you have made. And then we are going to pull the thread from the spool for getting together. This will be the steps for assembling the collar, the front with the back. So when we get together, place the piece on top of the collar, insert the pins and spread all together around the edge of the collar. Place the other piece of the collar on top. After that, overlock the shoulders and the sides separately, and we are going to face the right of the front and the back, and we are going to sew by the shoulders. Now on the machine, we start sewing the gather of the collar. You have to leave the gather face off because we don't want to get entangled the fruit. And with the help of the finger, press together because it will be helpful for past the stitch. We leave a part outside of the collar because we'll use it in the future. We place the other piece of the collar on top and we sew all around. Cut the excess of the fabric around the collar and turn out the piece. Now we face the rights of the front and the back and sew them by the shoulders. We place the collar around the neckline, matching the center back and the shoulders. And after that, we are going to sew the bias around the neckline. And then we are going to close by the size. On the machine, we are starting placing the collar around the neckline, essential to match the shoulders, the notches, and the center back. Now we fold the bottom band facing the right and placing on top of the bias and sew all around the neckline. Fold the other buttonhole and on top place the bias and finish to sew the neckline. Cut the excess of the fabric around the neckline. Cut the corners and cut the excess of the fabric around the neckline and snip the curves on the neckline. We fold the bias again and pass another stitch around the neckline. Turn out the bottom band and with the help of the scissors pull the corner. Then we are going to fold again the bias and we are going to pass a stitch to all around the neckline. Close the side, start from the top to the bottom and sew the other side. This will be the steps for assembling the sleeve and the cuffs. We are going to start with the aperture of the cuff and we are going to sew the notches. So we are going to fold and pin it. We are going to face the right and we are going to close the sleeve for the side and then we are going to do the cuffs. Now for assembling the cuff we are going to face the right of the cuff and we are going to close for the sides. Then we are going to sew the sleeve with the cuff facing the right and we are going to sew all around the cuff. Now on the machine we start with the sleeve on the cuff. We fold half a centimeter and pass a stitch to all around the cut. Fold in half the aperture, making like a small door and pass a stitch to close it. Fold notch to notch and pass a stitch on it. Now we face the right of the sleeve and we close by the side. Fold the cuff, face the right, sew by the sides, cut the corners and turn out the piece. And with the help of the scissors pull the corner of the cuff. After that, we face the sides of the cuff and the sleeve and sew them all around. Cut the excess of the fabric all around the cuff. Fold a centimeter inside of the cuff and pass a stitch through all around the cuff. And the other cuff is the same as we made for this one. Now we pass a stitch on the head of the sleeve from the notch to notch and pull the thread from the spool for get together. This will be the steps for assembling the sleeve with the main body, and we are going to do the hem. So first we take the sleeve, and on the head of the sleeve we pass a stitch from notch to notch. Then we place the sleeve with the main body, match the shoulders, we have to match the notches, and we are going to sew the bottom part of the bottom tape. And then we are going to make the hem. Now on the machine we are going to place the sleeve and we are going to match the sides, we have to match the notches, and we are going to all around the sleeve and spread the gather to the armholes. Now we fold the bottom part of the bottom tape and sew it from the edge like 2 centimeters, and then we are going to cut the corner and pull the corner with the help of the scissors. And we are going to make the same process for the other side. After that, we are going to fold the hem and we are going to sew it all along the hem. To finish our blouse, we is make the bottom holes and place the button according to the pattern. We overlock the armholes, and for the cuff we make 1 buttonhole and we place the button. And this is how our finished blouse looks. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you smash that thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more tutorials. The account is @PatronesMujer, and as always, thank you for watching the video.